This is the Nokia 6190, and it may be hard to believe, but this is 26 years old, and I've been using it all the time, every day for the last 26 years. And this is April. This is being filmed on April 19th, and I bought it in mid-April of 2000. So it's exactly 26 years old, and it still works. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of wear on the keys. Some of the keys have a little scuffing on it. There's the messages, call log, profiles. But 26 years old. And in all that time, it's only been turned off maybe 6 or 7 times. And it was just to reset it. Some of it was 3 or 4 times I was resetting it, because there was something going on and it wasn't getting a signal or something. And it says to turn it off and then turn it back on. There's the settings. Phone settings. Security settings. But it still works. And everything is original. It's the original battery. Forwarding. Games. It's got some games in it. It's got memory, snake, logic, dice, rotation. I never played that one. I used to like the snake one. Gets going so fast. What else do we have? Calculator. I always used the calculator. I just used it to do my taxes the other day. And everything still works. I worry that the battery is going to start wearing out soon, because I do have trouble with the battery, especially in cold weather. It doesn't last very long. If I take it out and it's below freezing outside and I've got it in my backpack, by the time I get to work, it's down to 1 bar. But I think the battery is going to be the first thing to go. Or it could just stop working altogether. There's no way to really know what's going to happen. But interesting, you see down here it says voice stream. In 2000, it was I signed up for voice stream. And then a few years later, T-Mobile bought voice stream. And it became T-Mobile. But it still says voice stream or V-stream up there. And it says roaming even though I'm at home. And that happened when they switched over to T-Mobile. Because it used to be under voice stream, if you went outside of your area, you got charged extra money for each minute that you made a call. And it would tell me it was about a 10-mile radius. And when I would go out, it would tell me I'm roaming. So then I would know that if I made a call, it would cost more under the voice stream one. Then when it changed over to T-Mobile, it always shows the roaming, even though I'm still at home. So that's my little phone. Eventually it's going to wear out. I think the battery's going to go first, and then I'll get a smartphone. But on my other channel, in 2019, I made a video showing this, and I was saying how I was thinking it was going to wear out either that year or the next year, and I would get a smartphone. But here it is 7 years later, and it's still working. And I keep saying I need to get a smartphone, but I'm waiting for this to wear out. There's one of the little scuffs right there. And yeah, that's about it. Just right there. I think that's when I put it in my backpack. I put it in a little pocket in my backpack, and I think it scuffs right there each time I do it. And it's scuffed off a little bit on the top, but everything else looks good. But that's my Nokia. Still working. It's amazing that back then they made a battery that could last 26 years. And now it's finally starting to have some trouble in cold weather. But in room temperature, it's fine. As you can see, it hasn't changed since we've been here making the video. But if we were outside right now, it's about 50. And if it had been at 50 degrees for a while, then it would probably be down to 2 or 3 bars, because the cold affects it really bad now. But at room temperature, it's fine. But someday it's going to give out. I might just keep going with it until it finally gives out. But it could. What if it lasts for 30 years? Or another 10 years? I don't know if you can see a bunch of scuffs. But you open it over here. You first have to turn it off. Then you can open it up and slide this out. And the SIM card is in there. I haven't done that for about 10 years. And I'm afraid to, I haven't turned it off in probably 12 years. Since I was in that, visiting my friend at the ICU was the last time I turned it off. And I think that was in 2015. Oh no, 2014, I think it was. He was in the ICU for surgery, after surgery. But I'm afraid to turn it off because it might not come back on again. So I haven't, it's been on constantly for about 12 years. And I'm afraid that if I turn it off, it'll never come back on. And I don't have a replacement for it. I'd have to buy one. But there it is. There's my cell phone. I don't know if I'll be doing a 30-year video someday. A few little nicks right there. But it's amazing. It's been running every single day for 26 years. It never gets shut off except those few times for a few minutes. But there it is. All right. Hope you enjoy the video. Maybe I'll be back in 4 years for the 30th anniversary. All right, see you later.